Welcome to another episode of Laugh and Be Blessed with your hosts, Jake and Chia.
I just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I know. I'm very good at this.
Who the
Uh,
fuck?
it was Dave. It was a Dave smoke. Sorry. Hopefully everybody's doing good. Sorry that we are a little late on posting, but better late than never. I mean, last time we were late, we were about a year and a half late. So we're doing pretty damn good. You know what I mean?
I'm proud of ourselves, especially today because of how tired I am that I'm doing this.
Yeah, we've also kind of had a day.
Mm-hmm.
But, that's just the way it goes.
It's life.
I guess. It's just, I feel like every time that we have a plan or an idea, we've got to do a billion other things that we don't. It's not that we don't want to do it. It's just like, well, that's not really on.
Things just don't align.
Yeah. I mean, so we had a parent teacher
Like
conference
Yeah.
for Jasmine, so she's going to be a senior next year, and kind of going over
the
plan for next year and what she's going to be doing. And luckily, they got her into. We have something here called Hoosier Hills, which is like
it's like vocational school.
Yeah, so like a lot of times in movies, whenever you see like a school will have a like Grease is a good example. Like Grease, they have like their shop class, but it's like they're working on cars and stuff.
Yeah.
Our school doesn't have that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a school a couple towns over that does. So what they do is for seniors, and sometimes I think even juniors, yeah. Depending on what their pathway is, like what they're going to school for, like what they're trying to become.
At our school, you have to pick a pathway, and you can change it, but pretty much saying, I want my classes geared towards this career.
Yeah, and they have a lot of different options, which is very nice. But if one of those options is something that, like, okay, example is that Jasmine is going for like culinary arts. That's what she wants to go to school for. She wants to go to pastry school. So they don't have anything like that here. So whenever next year, she's going to be going to another school half of the day. And basically it's like a kitchen. Like she'll be working in a kitchen at that school, teaching her how to do all this stuff. Roman is going for welding.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever Roman is a junior, he'll start going half days to go over to that school and do welding, which is nice for welding because he'll actually be certified.
Yeah.
Whenever he graduates, he'll have a certification in welding. And then Holden is going for programming, computer programming. Well, they can do that at this school, so he doesn't get the half day like that. He just stays at school and just takes the programming classes. So but we went today and talked about Jasmine's options and different things, and it went great. You know, I mean, I'm glad that it's almost over for that.
Yeah,
because we do have meetings with her a lot because she has a math IEP.
Yeah.
What's that stand for?
Individual education plan. So she has to have it for math.
But it's funny because it's just math. Like, she's fine in all other aspects. It's just she gets her numbers mixed up.
Yeah.
I don't think she has dyscalculia. Is that what that's called?
I'm not quite sure because she does flip them.
Yeah, it's something like that to where she just has an issue with the numbers. So she gets like extra time on tests and stuff like that and just gets a little extra help. But what's funny is we go in there and they have I'm sure that it's like it has to be like a state mandated thing to where it's like if somebody's an IEP before their senior year, you have to have like one of these consultants come in. And it was basically somebody who comes in and says, hey, if you need help after school, like we can help you.
Like after you graduate.
Yeah, after you graduate. Like we can help you find a place to live and find a job and help you with school and stuff like that, which is great for people who I feel like need that. Like there are definitely people who I think that need that. But the whole time I'm sitting there and I'm just like, I think she's fine. Yeah. Like she's got all that covered.
I've stated multiple times she will not be put out when she's 18. Like
Yeah, and they kind of gave Chia a little bit of shit about that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you say that now, but you definitely don't want your kids living with you forever. And then she was like, we live with my mom. And I was like, well, she lives with us. We pay all the bills.
We live together.
Yeah, we live together.
We cohabitate.
But it is weird that that's such like a weird thing to where it's like a status thing to where if you find out there's multiple generations that live in the same house, automatically people just assume it's a poor thing. Like, oh, you have to. And it's like, yeah, we're the only country who does that.
Yeah.
Like, that's so weird to me. Every other country, for the most part, is just like, no, that's normal.
Yeah. Well, and then, you know, we wonder why people in America struggle so much is that families don't help each other. Where in other countries, like, yes, obviously they have poverty, but a lot of other countries do very well, and it's because they all, like, pool their resources.
Yeah. And I mean, it's just like when we first moved in here, so we had a house and it was, you know, we were young and didn't do our proper checks and stuff. We were renting a house. We decided to buy the house and we're buying it on contract, but then quickly found out, like within the first couple years, like, oh, this house is falling apart. Like it's got termites, like there's all kinds of issues with it. So we decided to get out of that contract, and the only way that she wasn't going to let us out, but then we were like, look, we'll pay taxes this year and next year.
Yeah.
And then she was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we kind of like haggled to get out of our contract. We got out of that, and then we came. Chia's mom has a beautiful house that is, you know, large. It's on 11 acres. And she was living by herself. So it was like, well, we'll come stay here for a year. We'll save money and then we'll go buy our house. Well, once we were here for like 6 months, it was like,
oh, we got 3 adults, 3 kids, and 3 paychecks.
Yeah, exactly.
And literally we all were financially doing better within, I mean, even my mom within 6 months. And she was talking to me about that the other day, and she's like, yeah, I don't know if I could have still, she's like, if I would have not had you guys move in, I would have been working full time until I was like 70. Where now she gets her Social Security, she does 1 day a week, but then if she wants to do anything fun, which like when the grandkids graduate, she takes them on cruises and she likes to go on vacations, she can do that now.
Yeah, that's what she was telling me the other day, that she's going to be working. She's like, I'm going to be working every Friday for a while, just so that way we get she's like, because I have like a New York trip coming up, and then I have like cruises coming up, and she's like, I'm gonna be working every Friday, and I was like, well, that's fine, days. But that's great that like she's able to just pick up an extra day a week, and that will pay for all of her stuff that she wants. Yeah. So I don't know. I just feel like, and I know not everybody has a good relationship with their parents like that. Like not everybody can do that. I mean, like if it was Dad, we couldn't do that. No. We got like, you know, God love him, but there's no way I could. Look, we tried that. Yeah. And it did not work very well. No. So there's definitely some people that can't live well together, but like Kim, I feel like she gets me now. Yeah. I think it's taken her a while, but she gets me. We'll go all day without talking to each other, and then I'll go make dinner or something, and we just kind of like, we'll chit chat a little bit about what's been going on, and then you know, if she needs something done, she just lets me know, and you know, if she knows that if I got other stuff going on, I'll get to it, but like, you know, right now I'm doing this, or right now I'm doing that. And where it used to be, it'd be like, hey, I need this done, and I'll be like, okay, and then like a couple hours later, she'll be like, hey, did you do that? And I'm like, well, no, because I'm also doing stuff. I have to wait till I'm finished with my project, and then I can get to your thing. And I think she gets that now. It's not like I'm just not doing the thing. Yeah. She sees all the other shit that's going on around here.
I think the only way our living situation would be better is if your mom lived next door, at least. Because I could also live with my mother-in-law. I don't think our mother-in-laws could live with each other.
No, they're very different people. They love each other. Yeah. Which is great that our
they have
parents
a
get along. Yeah. Even Dad gets along with Kim. Like Dad comes over rarely, but he'll come over sometimes, and him and Kim will chat a little bit. We live like very good lives. We're very, very lucky that very like blessed. Everything has just. You were so tired. I feel so bad for you right now.
I'll power through it.
You always do. What's been going on at work?
Oh, well, we had the flood. So the units that were affected, one of them is half open, another one is still closed down, and then another one, I think, fully opened.
Yeah.
But it's been all right. I got sent down to ED boarding, which some people get confused. Even people who work there get confused. It's where, like, a portion of the, by the way, ED is the ER.
I know
it's now
that throws
called
me off.
ED because it's the emergency department. It's not just like this one
right
room.
Is that just for you guys, or is it like
No,
is that across the board for like all hospitals now? They all call
I
them
think
ED.
most hospitals do.
Okay.
Like,
because it threw me off whenever you'd be like, I'm in the ED tonight, and I'd be like, what's that?
Yeah.
Erectile dysfunction. I would rather you
Over
not be
in
in
Europe,
there.
they call it the A&E,
Which is
accident and emergency.
that makes the most sense.
Yeah. So, I learned that from a lot of my books. But so, like, a portion of it, like, we have these rooms reserved so that way when the emergency department gets too full and we need to admit patients, but we don't have any rooms on the floors upstairs, they go to these other rooms and kind of wait. Sometimes they can be down there for a few days. And they're not, like, great. They're smaller. There's no bathrooms in them or whatever. So, and then last night we had even more, so
if there's not bathrooms in them, like, what do they do?
there's a bathroom out in the hall and you have to
go get them and take them to the bathroom?
Yeah, either that or, maybe they'll be using a urinal or a bedpan or have a catheter or something. But
I mean, I get it, but I just feel like that hospital, so much money,
yeah,
and so much time.
It's a brand new hospital, opened in 21.
And I feel like there's so many things that were like corners were cut and stuff.
Right.
Because it's just like, hold on, this is supposed to be, and don't get me wrong, I think it is a better facility than the other one. It's state of the art. Everything looks way better.
Yeah.
It's very clean. It's in a good part of town. Like, it looks good. But also, it's just like, oh, there's not as many beds.
Well, we told them that.
Yeah, I know, but it's just
all the nursing and the doctors were like, "Hey, this." They had great aspirations of, hey, we're going to be doing more. We're going to be focusing more on outpatient things and, like, people going to urgent care and the ortho clinic. We have an ortho clinic here, so where, like, if I broke my bone, I don't. Unless it's after hours, I don't have to go to the emergency department. I can go to the ortho clinic. They'll do x-rays there. They'll set the cast. But, like, people don't know this.
Right.
And when you come into the emergency department, they don't, like, they triage you and see, like, okay, so you go back, you get your vitals checked. They go over everything that's going on. And then they're like, okay, maybe you're not, like, as, like, urgent as this guy over here with chest pain. That's why some people wait in the waiting room forever, because you don't realize who's coming in through ambulances and stuff. Like, just because you see someone go back before you, well, they're close to death's door where you can wait.
Yeah.
But they don't say, hey, you're going to be waiting for a while. If you want, you can get in your car and go to X, Y, or Z. They can't do that. They can't, quote unquote, turn you away. Even though to me it's more like a referral, like, we're going to refer you to urgent care, please go there. Or, oh yeah, your arm's broken, but your significant other drove you in. I mean, even with pediatrics, like, our pediatric clinics here, we have a, like, it's a system. So we have, like, 3 offices with multiple doctors. Our kids, they go to one, but they can go see any of those doctors. But we also have our own pediatric urgent care that's open 7 days a week, including holidays.
Yeah.
Open till like 5 or 6. There's a lot they can do there. Like, if your kid needed fluids, they could start IV and do fluids there. They can do x-rays there. Like, whenever the kids were little, Jasmine ended up with RSV, but to rule out pneumonia, they did a chest x-ray, but that was all in the office.
Yeah.
They can, set breaks and put on casts. So there's, and a lot, not everywhere has it, but a lot of other cities and towns have these other resources, but people just don't realize it. So then everyone goes flooding to the emergency department.
Yeah.
And then they're mad because they're waiting forever. And like when we say, I've heard someone one time say, oh yeah, they said they have no beds, but really they don't have the staff. And I was like, yeah, they don't care if we have the staff. We literally have no beds.
Yeah.
Like,
I always love whenever people try to argue with you about shit that's going on at the hospital.
Yeah.
That they have nothing to do with the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
But then they'll be like, well, it's like this. And you'll be like, well, no, it's not. And they'll be like, are you sure? And you're like, yeah, I work there.
I work there.
Yeah.
And I'm not just like, I've worked there for so long. I'm not just secluded to one area, even though I have a specific unit. Like when I pick up, I picked up for tonight. I told him last night I wanted to work 7 tonight. I have no idea where I'm going to be. I have to wait till after 5.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Well,
and they
not
probably
only that,
don't know where I'm going to be either.
You also didn't just start as a nurse.
Yeah.
It's like you started as a tech.
I was a tech, and then, I've been orderly before.
And how long, at this point, how long have you been there?
This summer, it'll be 11 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
11 years?
Yeah. I left a little bit for 5 months, but the nice thing is that because it was less than 6 months, they don't count it.
I don't even know if you added up all the years that I've worked at all the places, if it's 11 years. Like, where have I worked the longest at? Probably Wells.
Probably Wells, yeah.
And that was like, what, 5 years?
Yeah. You've done comedy the longest.
I have to quit. I can't do it.
You keep talking about how it's rough being on the road so much, and
I mean, yeah, but the nice thing about doing this is that it's like it doesn't seem like it's been like what's it been now 7.5 years, something like that, 7 years. It doesn't seem like it because it is different all the time.
Yeah,
it's not like I'm just like going to this. Like if I was going to the same club every single weekend, I'm sure it'd be way different.
Yeah.
But it's like the fact that I do go to different clubs all the time. I'm with different comedians sometimes, You
need a change of environment. I think that's why,
yeah, 100%.
I get so tired at work is because I'm stuck to a certain unit. And sometimes when I pick up, it'll be for that unit. And I might not go anywhere else in the hospital forever. And then other times, what was it last week? I was somewhere different every day that I picked up. And then even on my regular floor on my scheduled days, sometimes I get floated to other units if they need someone somewhere else. And that's why I want to eventually join the resource pool, which is what Amber does.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the float pool, only not only does she go everywhere in the hospital just about, but there's 2 other hospitals that she can be sent to also.
Yeah.
And so things get changed up for her quite a bit. She doesn't get pulled into all the unit dramas and all that stuff, and it's kind of similar to you, whereas if you would have been at the same club all the time, you're gonna know everyone's business. Like, it's great, you make great connections, you make friends, but at the same time you're like, I know everyone's business now. And if you've been there for a long time now, everyone's coming to me about things, and after a while I'm like, I don't care anymore.
Yeah. Just so for those that don't know, Amber is Chia's sister.
Oh, yes.
Her beautiful sister, who some of you got to meet on the cruise.
Yes. And we all love her so much.
She's all right.
She's amazing.
No, she is. I honestly could not ask for a better sister. She is. And it is weird that I have a relationship with my sister because we have 2 other sisters.
Yeah.
That we have 0 relationship with. So it is a new thing to be like, oh,
Yeah, I have a sister.
Yeah, what do you need?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm happy to help you.
Yeah.
But she's so independent. She's just...
Yes, she's extremely independent.
I know. It's sometimes frustratingly to where I'm just like, she'll tell me something sometimes that she had to take care of at the house or whatever. And I'm like, why didn't you call me?
Yeah.
I don't care to come do that stuff. That's my job. I'm supposed to do that.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Yeah.
I guess I shouldn't bitch that she doesn't use me.
Now she's going to be calling you all the time. Hey, you said.
That's fine. I would prefer it. I mean, I do the same thing with her kids.
Yeah.
To where it's like, I see her kids as my kids. I love them.
Yeah.
They're just other extensions of my kids.
Yeah.
To where, occasionally I'll just call Haley and just be like, or just send her a text and just be like, you good?
Yeah.
I just checking on you. I just miss you. I love you. If you need anything, let me know. And, same thing with, which she does. She will utilize that. She'll hit me up every now. She hasn't done it for a while, but there for a while she'd hit me up and be like, Uncle Jake, will you buy me a pizza? And I'm just like, yes, I will.
I was talking to Derek last night about how I'm trying to be better, not spend money at work, but I had to spend money getting food at work the other night because I packed in a hurry and I realized I just took like chips and beef jerky and an orange. And I was like, I didn't take like a meal at all. So I was telling about that. I was like, yeah, I'm, trying to be better. I'm like, I'm really bad about like eating my money. And then like the kids, like, they might be like, oh, I want to get this or that. And like, we usually cave. And he's like, well, stop. I was like, well, like, if they don't ask me, they'll ask Jake. He's like, well, tell him no. I was like, I can't.
No.
I was like, I can't. I was like,
when it comes to food,
I said Haley could text Jake right now and be like, Uncle Jake, I need $50 for food, and he'll send it to her, like without questions asked. And I'm like, because when we first got married, which both of us, you grew up a lot more poor than me. We were like,
Jesus. Oh my God. Okay, let's put it on Front Street. Oh, geez. Would you find me in the slums?
Yeah.
No. Kind of.
We like always teetered on the edge. I think obviously it helped. Sounds bad. So my dad's dead. And we got Social Security checks. So
what a bunch we are.
Here's the thing.
You poor son of a bitch, my dad's dead.
Even though my dad was dead, yeah, at least still he still financially contributed, where your dad
was like, alive and was just like, see you when you're grown up.
Yeah. So, but neither one of us.
But here's the thing: is like I think about that sometimes, and I'm like Dad lived super poor too, but like by choice. Like Dad had many opportunities, and he definitely took advantage of some of them from time to time. Like he was an underwater welder for a while. He's done shit to where he's made good money. He doesn't like it.
Yeah.
Like he just, I think, I'm sure having the money was nice, but whenever I say like Dad lives the lifestyle that he wants, like he really does. Like he could have had money, and he just didn't want it.
Yeah.
And I think that obviously that shows a little bit about, because he could have made more money, sacrificed a little bit of what he wanted to help out, and he didn't.
Yeah.
So that kind of says a little bit about him. But at the same time, it's like you got to respect a guy that's just like, yeah, I could go make all that money, but why do I want all that? I'm just going to drive this broken down vehicle all the time, and I got beer money, I got weed money, I'm fine.
Use the term, you got to respect when someone has kids.
No, I get that. You're right, but I'm just,
now, but he lived like that when you guys...
And from firsthand experience, I didn't respect it. I get what you're saying. I'm just saying that somebody who is just like, well, I'm going to pass on the money and just live my lifestyle the way that I want, which is cool if it makes sense. Like if you can do that.
If you're the only one.
Yeah. But, if your kids...
If you got people depending on you.
Which goes back to what we're talking about. I will... Go ahead.
But, so, neither one of me... I remember going to McDonald's or anything was, a big deal. Like, oh, my God. Yeah. Or, if I was the only one in the car with Mom and she put up to the gas station, I'd always try to be like, hey, can I get a drink? And she'd be like, yeah, come on in. And I'd be like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, she's going to let me get a pop, which I always thought was weird. But now that I have all of our kids, I'm like, oh, it really adds up when you have multiples.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But, so it's not only that, but then when me and you first got married, me and Jake thought it was great. Got married in 2007. We're like, let's start a family in 2008. So this thing happened called a recession.
It was awesome.
We didn't know what that was until it hit. And I was pregnant, on bed rest, unable to work. And Jake had 2 jobs that just went away.
Mm-hmm.
We had it all figured out. So we were very food insecure. We never went without, but literally we used every little ingredient in the house. Jake picked up every little odd job he could until he finally was able to land a stable job. Again, through no fault of your own. You had to.
Yeah.
They went away.
That's what cracks me up a lot of times about people that only really know me now.
Uh-huh.
And obviously on stage, I make a lot of jokes about you paying my bills and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which, whenever I come home, all the money that I make, 9 times out of 10, I'm just giving it to you unless I need something for a truck or whatever. I'm usually just giving you all my money, whatever. And I make an okay wage doing what I do. I mean, I make more than I probably should doing what I do.
Yeah.
But the people that only know me now, and they're like, oh, must be nice, you know, to not have to work and everything.
Yeah, to not have to go to the food pantry anymore.
Yeah, and it's just
we do enjoy that.
Yeah, it's like, well, dude, you didn't know me whenever I was working like 5 jobs at a time and was a preacher and was teaching 11 Bible studies at a time throughout the week. Like, yeah, dude, it sucked.
Yeah.
It was
I'm tired, dog.
Yeah, like I am very grateful that I'm to the point that I am now. Like, I'm not blind to see how lucky I am that I'm able to do this job now to where, like, luckily.
But we're not lucky. This is something we worked for and we continue to work for.
I mean, yeah.
It's not luck, it's the fruits of our labor.
Yeah.
So, but
we're business blessed.
Saying all that, like, being food insecure and not being able just to go get whatever we wanted growing up, we are very, very bad about it with the kids.
Yeah.
And I don't think they act like spoiled brats.
They really don't. Like, they get it. Like, right now, you know, we're kind of pinching pennies. Like, I've been off the road for over a month now, and
then I'm getting ready to start
a
very strict program at school.
So they're seeing, like, sides of us that they haven't really seen in their life or was too young to remember. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, I went to... Oh, shit, I definitely want to talk about this. Chia's got me hooked on something. When we were first married, whenever we first had the kids, Chia was like a coupon queen. Mm-hmm. Like, she'd go get the Sunday paper. She'd get it, like, she'd figure out where the deals are. She'd get the coupons.
This is before extreme couponing. This is before...
Well, I think technically there was extreme couponing.
No, before the show.
Oh,
before the show. Before, like, all these different apps and stuff you could get, like, I was, like, really hustling to get these.
Yeah, like, you had to work your ass off to find this stuff. So she did that a lot, and it saved us so much. Mm-hmm. Like, it was wild. And she had, like, I think you had, like, a tote that had, like, a bunch of coupons in it, or a binder or something. That had, like, it was her business. But at the time, like, she was a stay-at-home mom. Like, I was working 2 jobs. She was a stay-at-home mom. So, like, she took that job very serious.
I was definitely, like, a house manager. And
yeah, and crushed it. You did such a good job.
Thank you.
I appreciate all the hard work that you did
We
back then.
We were talking about that because I had a very...
And still do, by the way. Just a heads up. I know that you still do it.
A very, like, strict routine. Like, I would get your paycheck... I'd go to a store. I would buy a box of Lipton tea, like the bags. Mm-hmm. And we saved, like, any milk jugs we had. I washed them out. And I couldn't afford pop. But I wanted some kind of caffeinated drink. So when I got home from the grocery store, I'd make 10 jugs of tea. And remember, we'd put them in the deep freezer. Mm-hmm. And we'd have one out. So it was a box of tea. I'd save those jugs. And I'd buy a bag of sugar. And that would... cover most of it, but obviously there was sugar left.
We should do that again.
And then
my tea's so expensive.
I'd get to the grocery store early enough to where they were putting out the new bread. So all the bread that they were getting rid of, they would have, like, full in these grocery carts, and they were 25 cents. And I'd buy, like, 20 loaves of bread, and I'd come home and I'd pre-make, like, French toast and freeze that, and then do whatever I could with the bread. And sometimes I just freeze the bread. I'd get milk. Like, for some reason, I kept hitting deals at that time, thankfully. Yeah. I'd get milk for a half gallon would be like 50 cents because it was going to expire in a few days, and I'd just fill up the freezer with milk. And then, like, like, you know, when it thawed out, I knew, okay, this is only going to be good for like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
But
we had kids, so we went through it pretty quick.
Oh, yeah.
And plus, I drank so much milk then.
Yeah. We figured out it's not so great for your belly.
Yeah. Dude, I was so unhealthy then, but it was not our fault. Yeah. I just didn't realize.
Hamburger Helper all the time.
Oh, yeah. Dude. Oh, no wonder I was an asshole.
Hamburger Helper's not cheap anymore, though. Hamburger's so expensive.
I know. Like, what the heck?
Like, the box is cheap, but...
Yeah. Tuna Helper's still okay. Yeah. But, yeah, so, like, saying all that, obviously we haven't had to do that in a long time, and technically we still don't have to do that, but, like, gas is so expensive and food is so expensive, like, everything is going up except for how much money we're making. So it only really makes sense to, like, well, if we can cut corners, if we could save a little bit here, save a little bit there, let's do it. So Chia sends me this TikTok last week, and she sent me a couple of them, but I always thought she was sending them like, oh, look how cool this is. Mm-hmm. But she sent me one last week, and she was like, I want you to do this. And it was this dude on TikTok. His name is the Coupon Cowboy. He's awesome.
Yeah.
I've seen a bunch of different people now doing the same thing. I like him the best.
Yeah.
So on TikTok, Coupon Cowboy, go check him out. Awesome. So he does these things where he'll go to the Dollar General store and he'll be like, all right, here's everything I'm going to get. And he walks you through it. Mm-hmm. Like it's definitely like makes it so easy because he's like, you got to get, like for this one, it was like, all right, we're going to get 6 bags of either one of these types of chips. And it was like Fritos, Ruffles, yeah, like I don't think it was Lay's.
No,
I think
it was Ruffles.
It was Ruffles.
Fritos, Cheetos.
Yeah. So he was like, we're gonna get 6 bags of these, and if you get 6 bags of these, they're like 2 for $6 or something like that. And then for every 2 that you buy, you get a free box of like the individual 18 count of chips. So we get 3 boxes of those. Yeah. So he's like, so now we have that, and all we have to do is just buy this. A Pepsi product, and there was like a Lipton tea that was like $2. Yeah. He's like, you just buy this, and then you clip this coupon, this coupon, this coupon.
Yeah, because on Saturdays, get the Dollar General app. You get it whenever you on your receipt.
Yeah.
But on Saturdays, there's always a
$5 off.
$5 off. $25 coupon.
Yeah. So it came out to like, If I didn't do the coupons, it was like $64, I think is what it came up on the register. And then I had clipped all my coupons on my app, put my phone number in, and then all of a sudden I just saw the total go from like $64 to like $20.85. Yeah. And I was like, I just stopped and I like looked at the lady, the cashier, and I was like, I get all this for like $20. And she was like, yeah, pretty cool, huh? And I was just like, yeah, my wife told me to do this and I didn't know if it was going to work. Like, this is awesome. And she just looked at me like I was the biggest idiot. She was just like, okay. And I was like, oh my God. And I went outside. So I got like 6 bags of chips, 3 boxes of chips, and a gallon of tea for $20. Yeah. And then I went outside and like instantly called my mom and was like, do you need chips? Oh, you got to go to Dollar General. And I told her, and she's like, are you serious? And I was like, yeah, it's great. Like it's an amazing deal. And she's like, I'm going right now. And like she went and got a bunch of chips. Yeah. Because my brother and she does too, and Junior, like everybody eats chips in the house, and the kids go over there and eat chips. Yeah, the kids are there,
at least.
So now it's like whenever Chia sees those, she just sent me one where this Saturday, if you go, there's specific like pop that you can get, soda depending on where you live, but like there's different, to where you get like a whole cart full, and Dr. Pepper's one of them, and that's what Chia drinks. Yeah, and I like Dr. Pepper, but I like Diet Coke. I like the taste of it. It reminds me of my grandpa. Grandpa Rubel always drank Diet Coke, so I like Diet Coke, and I also like Orange Pop, and both of those are part of this deal, so it's like we could both get what we need. Yeah. And for like $20. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm excited. I can't wait to go.
I'm excited.
They also have a thing called like penny deals. Chia's salty about.
I'm salty about it. Apparently, Dollar General and a few other stores, they have reset days where they're supposed to reset their freezers, so there's certain products in there that they have to clear out. And I guess it just goes in the dump. So it goes like the night before, it's supposed to like go out of their system, and then the next day the employees are supposed to go clear it out. Well, if you get there early enough before the employees can get to the freezers,
they have to sell it to you.
So the Dollar General app, there's a little scanner on there. You scan the barcode on the product. If on your app the product comes up 0.00, it's really a penny. And I see people get like carts full of stuff for like a penny. We watched a lady get all this dog food and cat food for a penny each. So we went the other day when,
it was supposed to be on Monday.
It was supposed to be the reset. And there was, people on TikTok have been like, you're going to look for these products. Well, I did. And I seen some of them, and nothing was a penny. And I'm mad about it. But Jake did find a bunch of Gain detergent that was like,
normally it was like $9.35.
Yeah.
And it was on sale, and they were also having their clearance week.
Yeah.
Where anything that was on clearance was an additional 50% off.
Yeah.
And I had a coupon, so I ended up getting...
He got like 3 I don't know, what are they, half-gallon jugs or something?
Something like that, yeah.
But for $3. Anyways, he bought 3 of them for the price that one normally costs. But the thing is when you went to the aisle, it said like $9.47. It didn't even say it was on sale.
And it was only a specific one too.
Yeah. So he like took his Dollar General app and scanned it. And that's the whole thing with the penny deal is like a treasure hunt. So
yeah,
you just
which makes it fun.
No, because I didn't win.
I know.
I didn't get anything for a penny.
But
and I'm very mad about it.
Like with the detergent and stuff, it's like, do we need to do that kind of stuff? Not necessarily. It does help everybody. It's going to help anybody, obviously. Doesn't matter how much money you have.
Yeah.
Like if you could save some, cool, do it.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of fun. It's just kind of fun to be like, okay, well, normally people get it for this. I ain't that guy.
Yeah.
Look what I'm going to do. Like I went today and got a bottle of ibuprofen for $1.
Oh.
Yeah. So
that's amazing.
And I was talking to Holden, and because he buys, so like the kids don't really have an allowance, but we just like we'll randomly, if they message me and they're like, "Can I have $20?" I'm like, "Yeah, here," but they don't like overdo it.
Yeah,
like they're good kids about it. Because if they do overdo it, then I'm just like, "No, you guys are $5 and $10 me to death. I can't do it." But so Holden's really good about like. If he'll be like, "Hey, can I go to Burger King or something?" And I'm like, "Yeah," and he's like, "I need like $6," and I'll send him $10. And then he will spend his $6 and then just keep that $4 in his account. And he's really good about like just holding on to his money. And he only spends his money on maybe video games, which is rare. But 9 times out of 10, he's buying himself what he wants to eat at home. Like he'll buy his own Doritos, like all kinds of stuff like that. And I was telling him today, like, hey, you need to get the app. Because like chips go and sell a lot at Dollar General, and that's where he usually goes to buy his snacks because it's down the road from Mom's house. I'm like, you need to get the app, and then you can like look and get coupons and stuff. And he just started laughing at me, and he was like, "I'm good." And I was like, "One of these days you're gonna need to do this shit."
You're gonna be like, "Got the coops."
Yeah, like come on, bro. But no, that's honestly like if you're even a little bit interested in doing that, I highly recommend checking out the Coupon Cowboy. And the nice thing is that I don't use TikTok. Like I really don't. The only time I really open TikTok is if Jay wants to collaborate with me on something, or if Chia is like, "Hey, I sent you a TikTok." And then I'll open it and I've got like a billion messages from people and I have to go through, and I don't want to be a dick. So I try to watch all the videos. And then there's times where like, because all 3 of the kids send me TikToks. You send me TikToks. Will sends me TikToks. Occasionally, Adam and Tone will send me TikToks. So, like, when I open the app, it's, like, a bunch of messages. Because I open it, like, once a week, maybe. And I've had to tell the kids before, like, yo, I love that you guys see stuff and it makes you think of me. And that's super cool. But, like, if you send me bullshit that is not entertaining at all and it's dumb, like, I'm gonna cut you off.
You're so mean.
It's not mean. Like, Roman will send me shit sometimes that's, like, super sweet. Like he'll send me videos sometimes where it's like a father and son fishing or something, and like words will pop up that it'll be like, you know, "I'll never forget the first time my dad took me fishing," and like, "Thanks for being such a good dad." Like, and then he'll write a little message on it and just be like, "God bless you."
Thank you.
And he'll just be like, "I love you so much, Dad. Like, thank you for being so great." And he sends me like sweet texts like that and stuff. The kid is great. Holden will send me the funniest shit sometimes. So funny. But then he'll also sometimes like send me stuff that I'm like, I don't even know what this is. Like, I get that it's probably, yeah, I'm like, I get that it's funny to you, but I don't even know who these people are. What are you doing? And then like Jasmine, it's almost exclusively recipes.
Yeah.
Where she'll send me stuff. She's like, "Buy me these ingredients and I'll make you this." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay, bet.
Yeah.
Let's do it." I don't know. I'm very happy with our kids.
I am too. We have amazing kids.
I didn't.
Anytime I tell people I have 3 teenagers and they're like, "Oh," I'm like, teenage years are the best years.
It might not be for everybody, and I get that. And like, there's definitely times where, like with Holden, where you know Holden is different than our other kids. Jasmine and Roman are very much alike.
Yeah,
like they really are. They're both very outgoing. They like to be included in things. They like to. You know, they're very emotional about like, "I love you, give me a hug, give me a kiss." You know, "Hey, you didn't tell me goodnight. Hey, where you been for the last 2 weeks?" You know, stuff like that. But Holden is just like so chill.
Yeah.
Like Holden is the dude in teenage form.
Yeah.
Like that's all I can think about is that he's like today we very busy day. We had to go to the meeting, and then we had to like run around looking for a trifold poster board for Roman for an assignment. Jasmine's got tennis tonight in another town, so she's not going to be back till late, and then I got to go pick her up. Roman is at wrestling practice until 5:15, and then I got to go get him. So, when we were, doing stuff earlier, Holden was just like, "Hey, can you guys just pick me up since you're in town?" And we were like, "Yeah." So we pick him up, and he gets in the car, and he's like, "Where are the other two?" And he's just being a smartass.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Well, son, they have lives." I was like, "They're out doing stuff and being around people." And he's like, "Losers," because he's so fine with like the way he's just comfortable.
Yeah.
And like I've had to have conversations with your mom before. Like literally last week, your mom was like, "I'm worried about Holden," and I was like, "Why?" And I knew what she was getting at, and she was like, "Well, it's just like." Jasmine, she goes and hangs out with all her friends, and then Roman's got friends that come and stay the night, and he goes and does stuff with them, and Holden just doesn't have anybody. And I'm like, yeah, he does.
He games with them.
And she's like, well, no, he doesn't. And I said, yes, he does. And she's like, well, where are they, Jake? And I said, every single night when you hear Holden laughing and yelling in his room, that's a group of friends that he has at school.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, I thought he was like playing with you. And I'm like, sometimes, but usually he's got a group of friends. Like he's especially like one kid named Liam that he's like, that's his gaming buddy.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, why don't they ever come over? And I'm like, because if they come over, they can't play their games.
Yeah.
They like to be in their own space, that sleep in their own beds, but they still spend hours a night. Like Roman overheard it, and Roman was like, Holden has more friends than I do. And she's like, I don't think so. And he's like, he does. He's like, for sure. And we'll ask Jasmine, because he's so private about everything. We'll be like you ask her a lot, like, is Holden okay at school?
She's like, yes, he talks to all kinds of people. And I'm like, okay, I'm just checking.
Yeah, so I told your mom that. I was like, he's totally fine. But my brother was the same way. Like, which is, crazy. Mom always talks about how wild it is, because for me growing up, my house was always full. Yeah. Like, Mom was the one that was like, okay, you're either going to go out and do dumb shit, or you're going to do dumb shit here. At least you're here doing dumb shit. Yeah. That I know you're safe and I can keep an eye on you. So I would go stay the night at friends' houses. I'd go to parties and stuff like that. But like the majority of the time hanging out growing up was everybody at my house. Like I had that mom. She was a cool mom. Everybody loved her. I mean, she took in strays all the time. I don't know how many of my friends lived with me whenever they'd get kicked out of their parents' houses for doing dumb shit. Yeah. But there was always someone over. And then she had my brother, Zach. We're 17 years apart. Zach never had a friend stay the night. I don't think Zach's ever had a friend stay the night.
I don't know.
And I don't think he's ever stayed the night anywhere. Yeah. He's in his 20s now. Yeah. And he's that's how he is. And a lot of people said the same shit about him when he was a teenager. And they would talk to me about it and be like, you think Zach's okay? And I'm like, Zach's probably better than any of us. Yeah. Like, he knows who he is. The reason that we were spending so much time with people and we were partying and doing everything is because we were insecure and unsure of who we were and didn't really know what was going on. They have their shit figured out.
Zach and Holden are just so unbothered by their people. They're like, I don't care.
Yeah, like whatever.
Do what I want to do. Yeah.
Which, like, is so dope. I mean, I think it's so dope to be at a place, especially at the early age like that, to be like, I don't care. Like, that, none of that stuff bothers me. Like, I don't know, to where with, like, Roman, I feel like we're constantly putting fires out for him. Yeah. Like, he's just always... And I get it. His thing is that he is a lot like me, you know? Like, he's confident, but also insecure. Yeah. He's not sure who he is, but he knows who he wants to be. And he spends a lot of time around a lot of other people, and then he's getting all these other influences. But also, if you're a teenager and you're spending time around a bunch of different people, they're all going to treat you different on different days. Yeah. One day, that's your best friend. The next day, he's kind of a dick. Yeah. That's just part of it. And, I feel like Jasmine and Roman like struggle with that the most, to where with Holden, he's just like, yeah, that guy was kind of a dick to me today, whatever, I don't care. But like with Roman, he's just
he doesn't take it like
personal.
Personal.
Yeah, he's just like,
even if it is personal, he doesn't take it.
He still doesn't give a shit.
Like, I don't care.
To where like with Roman, it'll be like
Holden's how I am now. Like, it took me getting into my 30s to be like, I don't care. Yeah. Whatever.
But maybe that's why, is because he just sees the way that you are. Because Holden is more like you. Yeah. Like, he's like me in some... All three of the kids, I feel like, got, like, a perfect mix of both of us. Well, I don't know. I don't think Roman has any of you in him.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, the crying?
No. What? No, I think Roman is very much like me.
In what ways?
Just his wild, impulsive behavior. Like, I was the kid that got in trouble all the time because I'd just be acting silly and goofy, and then I'd break stuff.
I mean, I didn't break stuff, but I
broke stuff all the time. There was a running joke that I broke my aunt's. My aunt had to get multiple lamps because of me.
I mean,
why do you keep putting it in the same spot?
Yeah, it is her fault. You're right. It is.
Obviously, it's not a good spot.
No, you're right about that, because I remember when we bought the kids all Kindles, and they were like kids Kindles.
Yes, yeah.
They were kid Kindles that we got from Amazon. They were like cheap,
$50 each.
Yeah, and they had like big rubber like cases and stuff. And like we gave them to the kids, and even like they all had their own. We're like, look, you get your own tablets, and like this is pretty cool. Just take care of it. It's got a rubber case on it, but you guys have to take care of it. And realistically, that was back whenever we would try to like be equal with the kids.
Yeah.
Not understanding that it was a weird thing, because the kids were all so close together in age, but also not.
Yeah.
Like they're all within a few years of each other, but there's a big difference between Jasmine and Roman.
Yeah.
And when they were younger, we didn't really see that as much. So it's like, well, if Jasmine gets this, then Roman gets it, and Holden gets it. Like, everybody gets one.
Yeah.
And we try to do that. And now we're just like, shut up. Your sister's 16
or
that's 17
why
now.
I think, like,
almost.
we started, like, ages. Like, okay, when you're, what was it? Was it
13?
13, you get an iPhone.
Yeah.
So... yeah, you have to walk around. At 10, you got the flip phone, which they ended up all sharing.
Yeah.
Just as if
it's an emergency for us. Yeah. We want to be able to get a hold of you.
And so, like, depending on who had what going on, like, if this one has a field trip, they get to take the phone with them and stuff like that. But then, like, the iPhones were like, you had to be 13, because we were like, you know what?
Yeah, he's not ready.
All get
and here's what made me realize that. We got them all these Kindles, and the neighbor kids, who we ended up not liking,
they're gone now.
Yeah, they all came up, and they were all in the backyard hanging out, and Roman was the youngest, and he was just being silly. I was watching him through the window, and he like took his tablet out of nowhere and just like threw it on the ground and just jumped on it.
Yeah.
And I just looked out the window, and I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What is that? And then before I could get to the door, he did it again, because the first time it didn't break. And then he did it again, and it broke, and I saw the look on his face where he realized, oh, no, I broke it. And I opened the door, and I was like, what are you doing? And he just started
crying,
screaming and crying. And he's like, I don't know. And I like brought him in, and I was like, what was the point in that? And he's like, I don't know. And I'm like, yeah, but like now you don't have one. I'm not going to replace it. Like... yeah. So now you just don't have one. Yeah. And he was just like, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, be sorry to yourself, dude. Like, you did this to yourself.
Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about. Like, I can't think of any specific thing like that I did, but that just like carelessness.
You can't think of any specific time that you tied yourself to a tree and the fire department had any specific time, any specific time where you tied a bed sheet to your bed on the second story and hung it out and climbed down it like a movie, and then climbed back up it and realized how easy that was. So then you tied it around your waist so you could swing out of the window and read a book, and then fell and broke your collarbone.
I didn't fall, it came untied.
Or arm. Okay. Did you fall whenever it came untied?
Yeah.
Okay, so you fell. You can't think of any specific time where that happened? You can't think of any time that you got something shoved up your nose?
I didn't shove anything up my nose.
That was me.
I was like, I did not do that. And the fire department, like, they didn't come get me out of the tree. Mom got me out, but they did drive by, and so, because the EMS lady, EMT.
The one that lived down the road?
Yeah. Is it EMS or EMT?
There's both.
Okay. Anyways, she stopped by to make sure I was okay because she knew me.
Why did she know you?
There was just a few times where she had to come over.
For?
Well, one time is because I thought I choked on a piece of plastic, but I did, but the plastic came out, but it scratched my throat, and I thought it was still in there. So she came for that. There was one other thing she came for. I can't remember what it was.
How many times, just like curious, how many times did you tie yourself to a tree?
Just once.
Okay.
Just once. And so here's the story, okay? It makes sense. It makes sense. So
also, just a heads up, it's not like she accidentally tied herself to a tree.
No.
She tied herself to a tree.
I'm telling the story. So we have a big property, like the property we live on now is the property I grew up on. And most people don't realize this, but each area of the property had its own setting, okay? There was its own setting. So, this particular area, okay, there was people who lived in the woods.
Yeah.
Not really, but they did.
Yeah.
That was where they lived. There was a hotel over here, but right here, this is where people lived. I had to spy on them. So, there was a tree, and it had like one of those big like grapevine things. I don't know what else they call them.
It says it's a vine.
But it had like arched up so I could step on it and lean up against the tree. So that's what I was doing. But I was like, I might fall. So I had a dress with a sash and I tied the sash around the tree. So it's attached to my body and tied it around the tree. So that way I could continue to spy. And then I realized it was not really good and I couldn't get out. And Mom had gone to the store, so she wasn't home. Luckily, I was like right on the edge of the woods. So when she pulled in, I was screaming and crying and yelling for her. And she said, "Hi, honey," and went inside. And I continued to scream. Finally, she came out and she cut me out. And she was disappointed she didn't have a camera on her.
It's so funny that how... And don't get me wrong, I love your mom.
Yeah.
I love her so much. But she's definitely the mom to where, like, if you broke a plate and gashed your arm open, she would be like, "Stop bleeding on the carpet." So, like, you could stop.
So this one time, I was up in the quarry.
Yeah, we also have a quarry on our property.
So we have these like big, huge mounds of rocks that I used to play on all the time. And
which sounds dangerous, and it's a little dangerous, but also it's like when she says huge rocks, I mean, they're like giant blocks.
Like what you use for foundations on big buildings.
On huge buildings, because the limestone from here, not our property, maybe our property, but like the limestone here, well, before, whenever it was an active quarry.
Oh, yeah.
Stone that came from the town, the small town that we live in of like, what, 300 people maybe? Yeah. The limestone from here built like the Capitol. Like the limestone that's in like Washington, D.C. and places like that. So like that it came from this town.
Like, and the limestone just from Indiana. Like if you were to Google Empire Quarry in Indiana, that's where the Empire State Building came from. And it's literally like when you see that quarry, it's about as big as the Empire State Building.
Yeah.
So anyway, so we have these huge rocks, but they're all kind of just like mishappenly piled on into each other. They're not like stacked nicely.
Yeah.
So I slid down one of them, and at the end was a really jagged rock, and I still have a scar from it, and it got me like right in the shin. So I'm bleeding everywhere, and I came in, and I'm like, Mom, and she's like, oh my gosh. She's like, well, hold on, stay on the porch. You're gonna get blood on the carpet.
Yeah.
So yeah. Another time I was riding a bike with someone else, and my bike didn't have brakes, and they kind of went in front of me, and our tires touched, and I fell off. And my no brake bike also didn't have a pedal on one side, so there was just this metal peg sticking out, and it jammed right in my leg. The like little bit of fat I had is where it got. So like we go inside, and I'm freaking out, and Mom stood on the stairs between going up and coming down to get her purse, because she couldn't figure out if she should take me to the hospital or not for this hole in my leg. We didn't go to the hospital.
Yeah, yeah, it makes sense. Living with a nurse. It's like, yeah, I feel like you're definitely way different though. Like you are very much like, are you okay? Everything's okay. Like, don't worry. But like, you're very good about like calming the kid down or the husband down or whoever it may be. Like, everything's okay. We're taking care of it. Like, you're gonna be fine. To where your mom was just like, I'm going to let you know what an inconvenience this is for me.
Yeah. Do we have any super glue?
Yeah.
That's just what they'll do at the hospital.
Yeah. She still kind of does that stuff. Like, whenever Holden, like, broke her cup or whatever, or Roman did, and you were just like, why'd you tell her?
Oh, no, it was her little figurine. So I give my mom crap about this sometimes, but
again, we're not talking shit. We love her.
Yeah. So growing up, we got rid of our Christmas tree because it comes from paganism, as if the whole entire Christmas season isn't about paganism, but whatever. So we got rid of that. So instead, my mom does these Christmas villages that are really, really pretty, and she has a couple of mangers, aka idols. So, like, she'll have the whole manger scene. So she was putting stuff up, and Holden accidentally knocked into one of the boxes, and I think it was like one of the shepherds or something, fell on the floor and it broke, and he told her, and she flipped down on him. And whenever he came to me, I said, why on earth would you tell her that? I would have hidden it and either replaced it or glued it later. You don't just come out and tell someone you made a mistake. You try to fix it first.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, sometimes
I don't do that in my nursing career. I run about mistakes.
No, that's great.
I don't make a lot of them, but when I do, I'm like, hey.
I could just glue his head back on. Like, it's fine. It's all gonna be fine. I'm gonna glue his head back on. So, where you at? But you finished your.
I finished my physical TBR. Do you have to go get our son? Or do you want to text your mom and ask her to go get him?
Yeah, let me do that.
Okay. So I finished my physical TBR. My last 2 books were really, really good. Let me pull up my Goodreads up. So I only had 10 this year, and I've talked about them, and I kind of said what I was getting ready to read on our last podcast. But I got these books from Book of the Month Club. Oh, I didn't put that I had finished that book the other day. Yeah, I did. Where's it at? Okay.
I don't know.
I might have not logged it. So I read The Haunting of Payne's Hollow. That was a really, really good book. It is a kind of like a paranormal suspense type of thing. It's loosely based on Sleepy Hollow and the Headless Horseman. In fact, like, this girl talks about her grandpa, like, he often says, like, oh, that story is really about our family in Payne's Hollow and blah, blah. So it was a really good, like, spooky read. It's by Kelly Armstrong. And then I read The Book of Witching by C.J. Cook. And that was a really good book. It flips back and forth between the late 1500s and, like, 2024, about the connection between, like, these witches back in the 1500s and this family currently. This girl and her friends went out on this island, and her boyfriend is burned to death. She has severe burns, and then her friend is just gone. They can't find her. And so her mom comes to the hospital and stuff, and her ex-husband are trying to figure out what happened. And when the daughter comes to, they're like calling her by name, and she's like, I don't know who that is. My name's Nix. And saying, like, all kinds of crazy things. And so you'll, like, read a chapter that's more modern day, and then you'll read a chapter back from the 1500s. And it keeps going back and forth. And you're like, obviously, like, this is connected somehow. The end, I was like, oh, holy crap.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So
a good payoff, dude.
Yes. Like, yeah. Very, very good. Both of them. I rate them both 4 stars. My rating system is 1 star. I hate you. I wish I wouldn't have.
I hate you.
I don't DNF books, which means do not finish. I haven't been able to ever bring myself to do it. But, like, 1 star, I will talk about it. Dracula, I hate it. Hate it so much. 2 star is, that was a good effort.
Dracula or Frankenstein?
Oh, Frankenstein. Sorry. Oh,
I was
my
like,
God.
You love Dracula.
Sorry, Frankenstein. I do love Dracula.
I was like,
with all
what?
My heart.
Yeah.
I actually hate the movie now because of it. I love Dracula. Frankenstein is a 1 star. Hate it. But 2 star is like, okay, valiant effort, but it really wasn't great. I don't rate things 2 stars very often. 3 was, it was worth my time. it was interesting.
I'm not going to recommend it or reread it.
Yeah, like if you want to read it, fine. 4-star is, I absolutely love this book. I think, other people should read this book. I'm going to recommend it. 5-star is all those, plus I want to reread this book. I want to live with this in my head.
Yeah.
Playing over and over again.
You think about it so much more than I do. So I'm just like, cool, 3-star. Oh, cool, 5-star. Like, I have so many 5 stars. So I'm just like, I enjoyed it.
These two were definitely 4-star reads, teetering on 5-star. Like, I could see me maybe one day in the future rereading them. Typically, my 5 stars are, I'm going to reread that next year. So, and then I am on the 3rd book on the Mate Games. What?
I'm just thinking about like how funny this. So this has become like the main part of the podcast. Like,
you think so?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, like, just a heads up. Also, like, I should have done this beforehand. But our friend Chelsea, who is amazing, is coming up with some really cool. She's helping us come up with some cool ideas for Patreon. Where if you are on our Patreon, thank you. I'm looking. I have to like look. It's so hard to figure out who is active. I think I figured it out. So see, that doesn't make any sense because it shows 4 people and then I click on this. And Andrea and Denise, thank you very much for
thank you.
Thank you very much for being a part of Patreon. Really appreciate it. Also, Veronica and Rebel, thank you and Pam and Danielle.
Yeah.
So there are more people. It's just different things. So thank you, all of you who are a part of Patreon. We appreciate it. If you are a part of Patreon, or you're looking at it and you're like, I think I want to do this, and then you get here and you see the different levels, and then right now it says more information coming soon. That's where Chelsea's helping us.
Yeah.
And we've decided, I think, that we're working on it, but we're trying to come up with like a bookmark of the month club.
Yeah.
To where, like, every month we're going to create a new bookmark and send it out to you if you're a part of, I don't know which tier it's going to be yet. And then there's also, like, some other merch that she's putting together and she's working with us on, which is dope. It's awesome. Thank you, Chelsea. You're amazing. Thank you for your help. If you would like that, it's patreon.com/laughandbeblessed. If you'd like to contribute to the podcast, you can see the different tiers there. But it's funny because, like, this podcast started as me talking about comedy and talking about, like, my life on the road and doing different comedy, and I was like going to talk to different comedians and stuff, and it very quickly became like, oh no, this is just like a glimpse into the life of us.
Yeah.
And then it became like, oh, well, what's the life of you guys? Oh, Chia reading a fuck ton. Like, it's become like, this is like a book podcast now, which is fine. But what's funny about it is that every podcast, it's like, well, what do you do? And you're like, all right, so I finished these 3 books, and then I started these other 2, and I really like them. But, also, I forgot I read these other 2 books, too. So I'm like, okay, so like 7 books. And you're like, yes.
Something like that.
And then you're like, so what do you read? And I'm like, I read 4 more pages of Dungeon Crawler Carl.
I'm proud of you, babe.
I am reading it.
Yeah.
It's just I'm not reading it. I don't read Chia speed.
Yeah.
It's crazy how much you read.
It's
great.
Not,
it is.
If you didn't watch all the shows you watch, you'd read or play the games. That's just how you decide to spend your time. So I don't do those things. But anyways, I'm on the 3rd book, the Mate Games Pestilence. So again, the Mate Games is why do I always forget? Meg Ann and I'm gonna feel stupid. And Kay Lorraine. So I got into these books. So the Mate Games is like, it's kind of like a little universe, and then there's different series within it. So the first one's War. They're very, very spicy reverse harem romance.
I feel like we talked about this last week.
We did,
because you read one of the other ones, and then now you've read the other one, or maybe you just started the other one.
So I think I just started the first one, which on Audible it's the first book, and then at the end is the prequel. So I count it as 2 different ones.
Sure.
And then I listened to the second one. So now I'm listening to the third one. And this is the second series. It's called Pestilence. First series is War. So I'm really, really liking those. I like some spooky.
And this is your first time reading these books?
The Pestilence one.
Okay,
yeah.
I thought so.
Aaron does not narrate in these,
yeah.
but Aaron Shedlock does narrate. He's one of the characters in the War series.
Yeah.
So, and then I am on the 6th book of Game Changers, which is, if you've watched Heated Rivalry, that is that whole first season is what the first 2 books are.
Duh.
So, this one's called The Long Game. It is the continuation of Shane and Ilya. So, whenever that finally comes out in the show, I'll already know what's happening.
Oh.
Yeah. And then I think there's going to be a 7th book after this, but this is all the books that are out so far.
What is going on? What's the latest on the Fourth Wing show?
I don't know. So I got into Game Changers because of the show. Typically, though, if I have a series that I like, I actually don't pay attention to shows or movies that are coming out because I feel like I'm going to be vastly disappointed. I believe the next book is coming out next year. But God, I wish we had a long road trip where it was just me and you coming up, because I really, really need you to just. There's stuff in Iron Flame that I really need you to know about. I mean in both that and Onyx Storm, yeah. But like there's something that's gonna happen, and I just want to be there for your reaction so bad.
So, and that's the problem with that book specifically, is that I only read it when I'm with you because you like watching me read it.
I love it.
So, it may be something to where I'm just like, screw it, just give me the physical copy and I'll just read it like while we're together or whatever. I see it.
Right,
I'm looking at it. And it is good. Like I do recommend those books whenever because I have a lot of friends sometimes that'll be like, man, like your wife reads crazy books, and I'm like, yeah, but they're good stories.
Yeah.
And I'm like that so far, though I've only like tried a couple. I didn't like Flock.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I don't know. I just could not get into it. It was just, I think that one was too Hallmark.
Yeah.
Like sexy Hallmark. Because I feel like your books are a mix between Hallmark Channel and Skinamax.
Yeah,
That's what your books are.
Yeah.
Like
not all of them, but some of them.
Right. Yeah.
I want to call my dark room. No, I don't let you read the dark ones.
Yeah, I know. I don't even know what to think about those. But occasionally, like, I read the words, and I really, really liked the words.
Yeah.
I think that is... But the thing is about that one, too, is that, are there sex scenes? Yes. Are they graphic? Yes. Is that what the whole book is? No.
You don't feel like it overshadowed the plot?
No, not at all. And that's what I don't like, is that if I'm reading something and it seems like every page is just...
fucking...
Well, not even that. If it's just like every page is foreplay for the fucking, you know what I mean? To like where it's just
there's sexual attention the whole time.
Yeah, if the driving force behind the story is sex, I don't care to read it.
Yeah.
To where like whenever I'm reading Iron Flame right now, and it's like when those parts happen, I'm just like, shut up. Like, okay, I get it. Like, whatever.
I don't care about those. The actual
exactly. Like, I don't care about that stuff. Like, that's fine. Whatever. People bang. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And, Zayden Ryerson, pretty cool guy. Pretty cool guy gets to have sex. So that's pretty cool.
So while we're talking about this, okay, I'm going to say some characters' names. And I want to know how you feel. So obviously we know how you feel about Zayden.
Maybe this is what we need to do for this show more, is that you give me a book, I have to read the book, and then you quiz me.
Okay. So we know how you feel about Zayden.
Zayden's a Mac. Yeah. Zayden is... So I always do this thing whenever I read books to where I try to find myself in a character. Yeah. And I've always done that. Like, Boy Meets World, I'm Sean Hunter.
Yeah.
Like, I've always done that. And in this, it was like the moment, like even in the very beginning where Zayden was a dick, I was still just like, that's me. Like, that's my guy right there.
So, Violet Sorrengail.
I think Violet should shut the fuck up. Like, if I'm being honest, right now about this, shut up, Violet. Like, stop being like, oh, he lied to me. Shut up. Also, maybe spoilers. I don't know. Maybe spoilers if you're going to read this book. I don't know what we're going to get into here, but I'm going to tell you right now.
Try not to.
She is pissing me off right now in Fourth Wing because...
In Iron Flame,
yeah. Because he, I don't want to give it away, but like there was a very big thing that somebody was keeping from her, and she's all like, I can never forgive him for this. Like he lied to me, and it's like, hey, you dumb bitch. People would have died. Guess what? Hundreds of people could have died if they would have fucking been honest with you about everything. They didn't know if they could trust you. Yeah. And also, just a heads up, it would put you in danger. If you knew all the fucking facts, it would put you in danger. And there's also people in this book that could read minds, you dumbass. They could read minds, and you're friends with those fucking people. So if you knew about the thing and then they read your mind, guess what? Everybody fucking knows, because the friend of yours, their dad's a prick.
So
that's how I feel. That's how I feel about Violet.
Day Nachos.
He can eat every fucking dick in the world. That guy, I've never liked him. I've never liked him since the beginning.
You did too. You liked
I did not like him. I did not like Dane. Are you kidding me?
This is what I wish people could see.
Oh my god, dude! I never fucked with that guy because he's a bitch, dude. He sucks, bro. He sucks.
Okay. And we're gonna do from both books. So, again, don't give spoilers.
You know how I feel about him.
Jack.
Oh, that guy could. Oh my god, fuck that guy.
I don't know who you were going to say.
I thought you were going to say Liam.
Oh, Liam?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't feel like you felt for Liam the way I feel for Liam. But...
Well, you also, I don't, like, obviously I get into books, but, like, you will read a book and I have to hold you as if someone, like, that you are close to just died.
Yeah.
Because in your heart, they did.
Yeah.
Because you get you're crying right now.
Yeah.
You get so close to these characters, they become a part of your life.
Yeah.
And then if something bad happens to these characters, then it's like the worst thing ever. And like literally, there's been times where I've had to hold you and just let you cry because it's so heartbreaking for you. And that's fine. I mean, I cry on commercials sometimes.
I'm getting ready to cry pretty soon when I reread the Raven Hood. So, but Jack Barlow, how do you feel about him in Fourth Wing? You know who Jack Barlow is?
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just seeing if you hate people as much as other people hate people, or if you love them as much as other people.
I mean, that, like from Jump Street, like bully, like 100% a Doyle rules mentality.
Yeah, just
an asshole. Thinks he's better than everybody else. Thinks he's stronger than everybody else. Don't like him because you know what real strength is.
Zayden.
Yeah, that's real strength because he doesn't have to fucking flaunt it.
Yeah.
He walks into a room and he commands that room. He walks into a room and motherfuckers know who's in that room.
You'd get on your knees for him so fast.
Okay, no, calm down. I'm him.
Oh.
Okay, in this story, I'm him. If I'm him, you don't get on your knees for fictional characters.
I'll get to the really important ones here in a minute. Violet's mom.
So hot.
Really?
I don't know what it is about her.
General Sorengill?
Dude, she's a babe, dude. She's strong. It's not I feel
I did not expect this.
I like MILFs, dude. I like MILFs so much I made one. I feel like something is going to happen in either this book or the next book that's going to make me kind of like switch the way that I see her as a mother, because I think she's a shitty mom.
Okay.
And I definitely hope that something changes that. And I'm sure it will. But also I get it. Like she's in charge. Like she is a badass and she has to maintain that. And that's what sucks. And I think it's cool that they did this, that they made it her mom instead of her dad. I liked how they made her
switched it up.
Yes, because her dad was the one that was like a scholar and like read books and stuff like that. And her mom is the one that's like in the military and a badass.
Yeah.
And I do like how they switched that. But having said that, it makes it hard sometimes because you're used to in stories the mother being motherly, and she's not motherly at all.
She's not maternal.
She's not. Yeah. Thank you. That's the word.
Yeah.
She's not maternal at all. It seems like she doesn't care about her kids unless they are benefiting her vision of what the army is going to be.
Yeah.
I hope something changes with that. If it doesn't, that sucks because I would. I don't know what she looks like in your eyes, but she's so fine.
No, I never thought that.
Yeah, she's so hot, dude.
Riddick.
He's cool. Yeah. He's got a cool name. He's funny. I like how he cracks jokes and stuff. I'm thinking of the right one, right? He's a jokester.
Yes.
Yeah. I dig him. I like him.
I
don't think he gets enough.
Well, he'll get more in Onyx Storm, and I'm really excited for you to get to that point between him and I can't say his dragon's name, but between him and his dragon.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of the dragons, they're very, very old.
Yeah.
Him and his dragon are the same age.
Yeah, so you've told before I even thought about reading these, you told me about it, and you're like, oh my god, they're so funny together. Yeah. Like you were gonna love it so much, like the way, because they're bros. Like it's just like, yeah, if your dragon was also your best, because most of the time it's like, oh, my dragon is my mentor.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like that type of thing to where, but with him it's just like, bro, we're doing this. Yeah.
Rihanna.
Which is her best friend, right? I still don't trust her 100%.
Really?
And I don't know why. But there's something about her, and I don't think it's her fault. I think something's going to happen that's technically not her fault. She thinks that she's doing the right thing, but I definitely think she's going to betray her somehow.
Okay.
So I'm 50-50 on her.
Okay. Imogen.
And she's the one that like was a straight up bitch in the first book, but in the second book she's coming around. So I'm just not getting to the point where she's now coming around where Violet's like
they're going on runs together.
Yeah, and Violet's like, "Are you being nice to me?" You know, like So also hot.
Yeah.
And
Imogen is hot.
Super
with her pink hair.
Yeah, and like tough and like, but also like she, out of everyone in the book, like I feel like Violet and her put together is you.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the whole like don't take this the wrong way, but like Violet's body, how it's just she's got brittle bones and stuff like that. It's like your body kind of hurts easy. You bruise easy. You've had way more surgeries than I have.
Yeah.
You know, you're sometimes your body betrays you.
Yeah.
And I feel like that I see.
Not to that extent, but
right. But then like the way Imogen's like, I feel like Violet is how you were when you were a teenager, and Imogen is how you are now.
Yeah.
To where like she is just like, hey, I will fucking break your face.
Yeah.
Like in a funny way.
Yeah.
Like, and she's dope. She's super like confident in who she is and everything. I dig her. I like her.
Yeah. Bodhi. That's Xaden's cousin.
Kind of quiet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll get to know him, and then the other one I was gonna mention is Garrick.
Yeah, so I don't have a lot. I like Garrick because I feel like he is pretty good about being like a protector. Like if Xaden's not around, he's a good protector and everything. But like I don't have an opinion about them really because they're not like so far in the story they're like secondary characters. Like they're in it, but they haven't done enough for me to like form an opinion of them yet.
Sawyer. I don't. You'll get to know him more.
I was gonna say I don't really.
And then Jacinta.
Yeah.
So if you guys haven't read these books yet, I have recently discovered Jacinta is she's learning to be a scribe. So you see her a lot when Violet like goes to the archives and stuff, is looking for books or whatever, and they use sign language. For whatever reason, it took people forever to figure out that this girl is deaf. They thought like whenever you join the scribes, like for a while you had to take a vow of silence. No, she's deaf.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like,
so she's only been like 4 times in the book. She seems sweet. Like she seems very sweet. But she's just
she'll
not.
Play a bigger
yeah,
role.
I was gonna say she's just not been in the book a lot so far for me.
So now we're on to the ones that really matter. Indarna.
Oh, it's just a sweet baby. I just
Yeah.
want to cuddle her so
Yeah.
much. So, and Darna is like Georgia.
Yeah.
And Georgia is our my dog. Georgia is my dog, and Georgia is the sweetest dog. She doesn't bark. She's not mean. She just wants to love you and lick you and nap.
Yeah.
And that's Andarna. And I think that she's the sweetest dragon.
Yeah.
And I love her.
Sigale.
Sigale is a bad bitch. She is a bad bitch. She is dope. She's kind of mean, but I get it. But she's strong. She's awesome. Like also, Sigale is also a little bit of Chia.
Yeah.
Like I like her a lot.
Yeah.
Like if you were a dragon in a book, it's her.
Yeah.
For sure.
And the only.
He's the strongest guy who ever lived.
Yeah.
Like he is dope. I love how the reason I love him so much is because like he's got such a great heart.
Yeah.
He loves, but will not show it.
Yeah.
But he does in his own way. But like, if you're reading it and you don't understand, like he is like a papaw. Like he is like
he's got such papaw energy.
Oh, 100%. To where he's just like, you're pissing me off, kid. Like, shut up. Like he's just very much like do what I tell you to do.
Yeah.
And just don't talk back. Sit where I tell you to sit. Don't touch that.
Yeah.
Sit down. Shut up. I will handle everything. Like, why are you like the last part of the book that I read? Spoilers, I guess, but it's not like a big plot point or anything. But the last part of the book that I read was where like they're doing the thing where like all the dragons are on the roof and they're all out there to like see it's like the first time a lot of these freshmen are seeing the dragons.
Yeah.
And they're freaked out.
Yeah. First years.
Yeah, first years. And they're freaked out. So like of course some of them go to run.
Yeah.
And then whenever like they run, dragons will just like you're weak, we don't want you, and they'll just kill you.
Yeah.
So like that's happening, and Tare knows. Like whenever Violet is like explaining who all the dragons are that are there, and I don't know the story behind these two yet, but like one of the dragons that is there,
Varishes.
Yeah, Taryn is just like, don't fucking move.
Oh yeah.
He's like, I'll be there in a second.
Yeah.
And then he like comes in, and like this dude, like the other dragon, like just killed a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
Like they were running, and not only did he kill the ones that were running, but he like got a bunch of the other ones,
like the bonded ones.
Yeah, because he's a piece of shit, and none of the other dragons even do anything about it.
Yeah.
They're just like, well, that's just him. He's mean. And then Taryn just comes in and he's like, how dare you? Don't you touch what is mine.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, you bad like, what a pimp, dude. I dig that. So he is my favorite.
Yeah.
Like him and Andarna are my favorites. Like, which they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
But yeah, so.
Good.
It's great. I do like it.
I think we should like maybe when we're like chilling a little bit at Virginia Beach and stuff, like when we go to bed, we can read together and maybe we'll take the physical copy.
Yeah, that's fine. Or I just do we have it on ebook? I could just do it on my Kindle.
I don't know if it's on Kindle Unlimited or not.
Oh,
I haven't bought it, but
no, I like it.
Yeah.
So far you've done a good job with like being like, read this book.
Yeah.
Like I
Except
read
for Flock.
Well, that's what I said. So you've been so far 3 of the books.
Yeah.
I like The Words. I like Fourth Wing. I like Iron Flame.
Yeah.
I didn't care for Flock. Maybe eventually I'll read it and it'll change. I don't know. Maybe it was just like, because also I'll read a book at one point and be like, I don't like this, and then I'll like reread it later or something and be like, oh, I actually do like this. So. Yeah, and currently I'm just reading, like I'm only reading Iron Flame with you, and then I'm in I don't know, towards the tail end of the 3rd book of Dungeon Crawler Carl. Something big did just happen in the book to where, like I was saying last time, how I feel like it's kind of becoming a little stagnant.
Yeah.
Something kind of big is cooking right now, and I can see it happening to where I'm like, oh, okay, that's piquing my interest, like that's gonna keep me going, because it's just been a lot of grinding. It's just been a lot of like, I have to level up, let's go do this, oh, here's a new creature and we have to kill that, and it's like, yeah, I get it, but like that's all surface. Like I want to know, like I want deeper stuff going on.
I'm excited to get into it next year.
You're gonna read it so fast, like it's gonna be crazy how fast you read it.
I'm not even gonna attempt it this year because of school and everything, and they are thicker books.
Yeah.
I'm gonna any thick books I read this year are probably going to be rereads, or I don't know. We'll see how it goes with like driving.
Yeah.
I might go ahead and just be like, okay, I'm going to start.
Oh yeah, I think that'd be. I don't see why you wouldn't.
I'm going to be driving an hour and 20 minutes to and back, so I'm going to spend almost 3 hours a day in the car.
Yeah, so there's no reason why you shouldn't. Like, I mean, I definitely think you'll probably read more. I do want to and the only thing stopping us, I feel like, is me. But I do really, really like the idea of like once a month, me being like, all right, here's your book. You read this one. And then you being like, okay, but you have to read this one.
Yeah.
And then us talking about it like at the end of the month, being like, what'd you think about it? And
yeah.
I do like the idea of doing that. So I think we should look into that.
Mm-hmm.
I just have to learn to read faster.
Yeah.
It's not read faster. It's just spend more time reading.
Yeah.
Which I have been better about it lately.
You have to kind of train yourself. That's what a lot of people are like, oh, I can't do that. I'm like, well, I had to train myself. And first it was, I just need to get back into reading after school. Then it was a competition between us, where the first few years I really got back into reading. You were beating me. Now you don't beat me anymore. And then...
Context. He doesn't beat me anymore.
I'm gonna leave it at that. And then, but also there was, I just have generalized anxiety, and I was on Facebook all the time, and I was just getting so much anxiety. But that's just, I had my phone in my hand, and I'd open that up. So the reason we got Kindle Unlimited, because I was always, I don't know why, I was always against reading ebooks, but I was finally like, okay, forget it, I'll just do it. So I got Kindle Unlimited. 'Cause you're a hipster. Yeah. And I got the app on my phone. And I trained myself that every time I went to open up Facebook, I'd say nope, and I'd make myself open up Kindle Unlimited, to where now that's like any of my book apps, it's the first place I go to when I get on my phone.
Yeah.
But it did like take some time to train myself to do that. And it's the same with TV shows. Like, I really do love watching TV, but I'll get anxiety from it.
Well, and I think that's where I need to do it, is because a lot of times whenever I'm like sitting at the computer and I'm playing like TFT or I'm playing something, I will just have like a show on. But there's also a lot of shows that you're like, you have to watch this. Like, in most of the shows that I watch while I'm playing games, is shows that you told me to watch, because I want to watch them so that way we can talk about them. Like right now I'm watching Modern Family. And it's funny. Like, I really do like it. But I need to just like pull up the audiobook and just listen to an audiobook while I'm gaming instead and stuff like that. And I want to do it when I mow. The problem is when I mow, and I can kind of do it. It depends on which headphones I have on. I really, that's one of the main reasons I want to get the over-the-ear headphones so bad, is because I went noise canceling over-the-ear headphones. So that way when I'm mowing, I can hear like audiobooks and stuff like really clearly. Beats. Well, I mean, the Apple ones. Oh. Okay. The Apple. Yeah. Yeah. They're just so expensive that it's just like, oh my God, I don't want to spend that much money on them. Yeah. But as much as I travel and stuff, like, I would like them. They're more, I hate putting the ones in my ear. They constantly fall out and everything, and they're just uncomfortable for me. So I really want a good pair that go over my ear. So that way, like, when I'm mowing and stuff like that, I can listen to an audiobook without being like rewinding it and being like, wait, what'd they say? Yeah. Because I have to do that sometimes. So yeah. But that is longer than we anticipated. Chia has to go to work, and I have to go pick up Roman. So thank you for listening to this episode of Laugh and Be Blessed. Thank you to Dixon Flannel Company for sponsoring us. I have my new one on today. It is the Banks. Yeah. It is a theme for Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Very nice. It's so old school looking. Yeah, like, I love it. It looks faded. And... Yeah, like, I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it whenever I saw it, and then I got it, and then I put it on today. It was the first time I've worn it. I put it on and was like, oh, this is like a Papal flannel. Like, I like this a lot. Yeah. So I really like it. Chia is wearing the Lamb of God flannel, which is funny because Chia doesn't listen to Lamb of God. Yeah. But she loves the flannel. I like Lamb of God. I also thought it was entertaining that it came out on Easter. It did come out on Easter. Yeah, so Lamb of God. Like, oh, okay. Yeah. I got on my Dixon sports bra
that I have a couple I always wear. They're very, very comfortable.
Yes. Yep.
Jake's got on a nice crisp Dixon t-shirt and new socks.
We both have on Dixon socks. Oh, you have the Santa Cruz
yeah.
socks on. You traitor.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
That's just what was available.
It's fine.
In the pile.
Yeah, in our laundry pile. So thank you for Dixon Flannel. If you are interested in any of these clothes, you got to check them out. I had somebody message me saying that they really wanted to see I was streaming on Twitch. I also stream on Twitch, just a heads up if you want to watch me there. They were like, I really want to see the Benny the Jet one. And I pulled it up and showed her. And she's like, that's so awesome. I was like, yeah, Chia loves it.
I love it so much.
So, yeah, twitch.tv/Jake_Rubel. I will be in Oklahoma City at the end of this month with Jason Mewes. So I'll be in Oklahoma City and then Tulsa and then Springfield, Missouri, and then back home for a long rest. Because literally we leave on... what date do we leave? So we leave on the 22nd to go to Virginia Beach for Roman's wrestling thing, and we're taking like 4 or 5 kids with us that are in wrestling. Got an Airbnb. They'll all be with us. It's a 12-hour drive. Mm-hmm. We will drive down on, you said the 22nd? Mm-hmm. We'll drive down the 22nd. We're going to leave at like
2 a.m., but yeah.
We're going to drive down the 22nd, and then we'll be there until the 24th, 25th.
Yeah.
So 24th or 25th, depending. And then we come home, and then on the 26th,
25th, yeah.
On the 26th, I have to be at the airport at 6:30 in the morning to fly to Oklahoma City. So I'm going from not leaving my house very often to not being home. It is going to be super stressful travel time, but once I'm there in Oklahoma and with Jay, and we have the rental car and everything, it'll be fine. I'll get some rest that day because I don't have any shows that day. I have the shows the next day. So if you're interested in any of that, go to jmuse.com, look up events, and you can see where we're going to be. I would say 90% of his shows, I'm with him. If it is a Jay and Kevin show, I'm usually not with him. I do a few of those here and there, but it's usually his Diary of a Man-Child shows. I will be with him. We also, I believe we're going to Sacramento and San Francisco next month or the month after. Can't remember exactly when, but again, jmuse.com. Check out all of those. All my vehicles are running. Well, I say that. I said that last night to Tone. He was like, how's everything going working on the cars? And I was like, dude, I got all my cars running. Well, almost. I was like, the Jet is running, the Dodge is running, the Suburban is running, the Mustang's not, the Bel Air's not, and the Panhead is not. And he's like, so half of your vehicles are running. I was like, yeah, but the other ones are like projects cars.
Yeah.
Like, these are our vehicles that we drive every day. These are our everyday drivers. The other ones are like, these are going to be cool, and it'll be nice to have extra vehicles. Yeah. So, Chia's truck is completely done. Thank you to the homie Dave. Let me talk to Dave. Dave has been here almost every single day, has put in hours and hours of work with me, doing bubby things, as we call it, getting Chia's truck ready for her for whenever she starts driving back and forth to school. And I think it's good. I'm going to drive it to pick up Roman tonight and just keep driving it a little bit here and there just to make sure. I noticed last night whenever I was driving at like high speeds, there was a tick in it. I don't know if it's a piston or what.
Oh, it was like a tick.
I put oil in it, so it should be good. But anyways, thank you guys so much for listening to this podcast. Thank you for all the messages. Thank you to everybody that is just dope and helps out with stuff. Again, Chelsea, you're amazing. Mm-hmm. Thank you for always just jumping in, even whenever like. Sometimes I feel bad if I'm like, well, Chelsea might be able to do this, but I feel bad. I don't even have to ask you. You just jump in and you help, and that's so dope. Thank you so much. Thank you again to everyone on Patreon. And if you're having a hard time and you get to the end of this podcast and you're like, that was a piece of shit, you know what you could just do?
Laugh and be blessed.
Don't let this world drag you down. If this world gets you stressed, just laugh and be blessed. laugh and be blessed.